Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today from Man Guide titled "Womanists Are Losing Their Mind as Men Are Refusing to Help Women." So let's jump right into it. Don't forget to leave your own thoughts and comments.
If I were to ask you what ugly is, right? Like what is an ugly woman? What does that look like? Can you describe that for me? No? Can anybody on the panel describe that? Hang on, feminists first. Can any of the feminists describe for me what an ugly woman looks like?
I think more of really what would make. Are you talking like physically ugly?
Yeah, just physically.
Just their looks. Oh, just their looks.
They're a beautiful person on the inside. You know, they've gone to all the great spiritual retreats. They're wonderful human beings. I'm just purely talking about their physical looks.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just kind of like unnecessarily kind of rude. I don't know.
Why?
I don't want to like state what makes someone ugly, because like you're gonna find someone who finds it beautiful.
You're using the eye of the beholder, so
the right person will see you as a piece of art.
This is complete nonsense, man. This is something that women these days say a lot. They try and convince you that appearance isn't important, that it's in the eye of the beholder. They never want to offend anybody. It's a giant groupthink social experiment, essentially, right? Where you have women who will be too afraid to say anything that might offend anybody, and so you never get the truth out of any of them. They all have to go along with this lie. They all have to say the same thing. Beauty is on the inside, apparently.
Well, so let me ask you a question. If you can't tell me what ugly is, then why should we believe you about what beautiful is? And why should we believe that you're in that category?
believe whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, whether you care about it or not, I'm asking you a question. I'm not asking you if you should care about what I believe. That's not the question I'm asking. I'm asking why would a person believe, if you can't tell them what an ugly person is, why you should think that you should be in the beautiful category?
That is a really good point. Then it's just subjective.
Wow, what a shock. A simple question, and they break down into semantics right away.
Yeah, see, this is why you can't take anything that a lot of modern women say seriously at all, because they'll always say the thing that appears to be correct rather than what actually is correct. So many people these days, they don't care about the truth or what is objectively right. It's all about how they subjectively feel, okay? And this is why you as a man, if you're watching this and you just listen to what society and women tell you, you will end up completely lost. They're essentially just handing you a map that is leading you in the completely wrong direction. Yeah, guys, appearance doesn't matter. Everybody's beautiful. It's all about your morals. Let's be honest, it really isn't. These women, for example, when they go out here and they hook up with dudes, you think they're really going for the men with morals? Get out of here.
Well, what is beautiful really? Aren't we all beautiful and it just depends on who is in front of you to make the determination? It's the same 60s make love, not war crap that triggered a massive wave of women blowing up like a Macy's float, telling every guy she has standards. And in a nutshell, this is why women have gone so far off the rails in their selection process. They all believe they're 10s, that is if they don't have a designated woman for contrast at the club. Here are the top comments. I bet they could answer the question if he said a man. Of course, man, in a heartbeat. One man against 11 women and he made them speechless. All you have to be is rational and they clam up fast. Logic attack, no survivors.
I mean, not only do they clam up and stop responding, but they'll just kind of insult you or insinuate that you're being rude or somehow you're doing something wrong. You know, the shaming language starts to come out. You receive a lot of insults and things like this, guys. And I'm not one of these people who is against insults. I don't really care. You know, I believe some people probably deserve some insults. There are a lot of idiots out there, as it were, okay? But at least, you know, put in your logical 2 cents before you insult people. You see what I'm saying? And all the shaming language comes out and things like this. Usually it comes out anyway. It didn't come out too much in that clip, which is kind of rare.
Did they say that they should be in a beautiful category? And why does it seem to give him joy that they don't answer his shallow questions?
Ah, yes. Woman on TikTok, excuse me, Instagram, sitting here talking about shallow. You know, I don't think that guy really had any sort of expression on his face at all. He was calm and collected. He was just asking the question. And, you know, it's amusing when you ask very simple questions and people cannot answer them.
Because a shallow question is a simple question, and if they can't respond, lady, then it proves it was all a bunch of nonsense. It's why we roast now instead of pitifully cope.
Why your knees way down?
Because I'm long-legged. Okay, Mr. Sir? I'm a real authentic model. This is what models usually look like.
What? Real, authentic model? I don't know about you guys, maybe I'm a little bit out of the loop, okay? I've been living under a rock for a little bit too long, but this can't be what a real, authentic model looks like. I don't think this woman's hair is real, is it? This looks to me like it's a wig. We're sitting here talking about real and authenticity. You can't take these people seriously. What is this?
Authentic model. This is what models usually look like.
What are you?
Me.
Them knees too far from the hips to be real. Nah, man, hell
To be
nah.
real.
Long-legged doesn't mean that you would have knees where your feet should be. I swear, these days, in a feminist climate, anyone and a pregnant single mom can be considered a model. It's why these Miss America etc. pageants always have someone resembling an ogre just to make a social justice statement, while they're standing right next to a line of 8s. This is exactly what I meant in a recent video when I said that the West has become a place where everyone gets a participation trophy for simply existing. The comments are, she got nankles. I like this, sir. Gold star for you. Knees too far from the hips. These old dogs slaughtered her. Real authentic models don't need to say they are. Exactly. It's all an act. And when it gets challenged even lightly, all of these chicks devolve into a toddler in a Disney outfit being told Santa ain't real. OMG, they are kinda low. Where the F was they supposed to be? A little higher up if she has the audacity to claim the title of model, ma'am. Why is he talking? It's really sad that the ones that should not even judge are the ones that talk a whole lot. If I had to guess, this one shares similar traits. Next.
What on earth does this say? Hang on a second here. So this says, maturing is realizing that it's okay to be single at 40 than to be with someone for the wrong reasons. And here we have a 40-year-old woman dancing in the club. I don't know how these people are not embarrassed, by the way. They go out here, they do this, which why the hell are you even in a club at 40 years of age? You know, and then they go and they decide to post it to TikTok. I mean, it's so insane to me.
They always dance like they're the center of attention, even though the crowd around them could not care any less. And this is another reason why feminism is in trouble, and that we love to see it. As time goes on, more and more of the women who chose this path will just be weeded out by MGTOW. They'll age, hop on TikTok, do a little dance or two, cry about the guy they left is doing incredibly well, and then fade on into the night.
And you know what they do in the meantime as well? When they hit 40 years of age, they start collecting the cats. Okay, they have no family, they haven't had children, which is totally fine. When you know, you can go out there and do or don't do whatever it is that you want, as long as you're not injuring people. But they go out there, they don't have families because obvious reasons, and so their family essentially just becomes a collection of cats, which is really funny to me, honestly.
We might look back on this period, but it'll all feel like a fever dream. Nothing like this is meant to survive. Here are some of the comments. It shouldn't take you 40 years to mature, LMAO. It shouldn't, and it hasn't. I mean, come on, she's embarrassing herself out there. Body count higher than Rambo 5.
This comment has 30,000 likes on it. That is hilarious.
No doubt, no doubt. To the other young ladies out there, don't let this be you. A solid warning, but few will probably listen, brother. This is literally the worst advice for younger women. The whole comment's making fun of you. Take the hint. She won't. And that's because, outside of the silly insinuation, she hasn't matured a bit. It's the feminist curse. Moving on. Alright, a few takeaways right off the back. First off, this is a totally social experiment to try and make guys look bad.
Yeah, so The thing about this as well, guys, is that number one, I wouldn't help her either, because screw that. Okay, but this is what women wanted. You know, I don't need no man. I'm strong and independent. I can do everything myself. So I don't feel sorry for women who do this, okay? Who are looking for attention, they're looking for assistance from men, and then men don't help them. Men have been, quite frankly, insulted, treated terribly, treated like trash, second-class citizens for going out here and helping women. So no, I will not be helping women get up the stairs with their baby stroller. I will not be helping women, for example, if they are in a dangerous situation. Or I think I've told this story many times, guys, on the channel before. But I have seen, for example, many women in the gym doing horrendous form on exercises that will probably get them injured at one point or another. Am I going to walk up and correct their form or help them out? Oh, hell no, I'm not going to do that. Because I refuse to be labeled as that creepy guy in the gym, and I refuse to be insulted or be posted on TikTok or her Instagram or anything like this. It's not happening, guys. I don't blame men for not intervening and helping women these days. Also, by the way, if, for example, a woman is in a physical altercation, depending on where you live as well, if you defend a woman physically and you injure somebody else in the process, you honestly are liable to get charged and be locked up. Maybe not locked up, depending on how severe the injury is, but you're the one who's going to get in trouble if you come to these people's defenses sometimes, man. This is what happens in these liberal-run cities, okay? You want to fight crime? You can't do it, man, because the police will get you in trouble instead. But I digress. Let's continue.
But the thing is, everyone is familiar with the performance art at this point, and nobody on God's green earth is interested in encouraging it.
Yeah, half the time women do this crap, they're not even being serious. They just want attention, or they want, you know, clicks on social media. Dudes don't want to be posted to some random person's social media account.
This is one of those ladies who thinks the single mom game is virtuous, but if it weren't virtuous, she wouldn't be in this predicament to begin with. Plus, everyone knows that to help her in this scenario could easily turn into a lawsuit. Ain't nobody going to jump in here. The top set of comments. You guys don't need a man, remember? Say it louder for the people in the back. Go ask the bear in the woods to help you. It's a mighty fine day for a hike, ain't it? Next, he being accused of SH. Boom, you got it. Ask the cameraman for help.
Yeah, this point really, I'm going to go back here for a second, guys. This point right here, people think that this is a joke. People think that, oh, men should help you anyway. No, absolutely not, okay? I can go out here and I can help a woman with whatever whatever it is that she's struggling with. But the fact of the matter is that she can accuse me of something that I didn't do, and before you know it, my life is ruined, right? Maybe I lose my career, my job, maybe I lose my friends, maybe I'm socially ostracized and things like this. And the point of me saying this is to say not every woman is going to accuse you of doing something bad, but some women will, okay? And sometimes it will ruin your life. So no, thank you. This is a matter of self-preservation, men not helping women, right? And I don't blame men for doing this. I really certainly do not. Especially, by the way, in this example, the single mothers. You chose to have that child. You look after the child. You chose to throw the dude out of the house, as much as these women pretend otherwise, or that their situation is so unique. No. You made that set of decisions. You can live with it. Let's continue.
You're fully independent, remember? Ask the baby daddy.
That's what I'm saying.
Wonderful work, fellas. Like I said, the world is healing, one small step at a time. Perhaps one day, chivalry will return. But for a long while, nobody is going to put money and time into something that's just going to end in a disaster. Next clip, y'all.
Can this be a respectful quit? Like, thank you for everything.
Wait, you can't just
I'm
leave.
I'm not crying. I'm tired. That's why.
Tired?
What on earth is this?
Yeah, I've been up since like 3 in the morning.
Okay, but at least, look, he provided a lot of notes. Tell you what, I will,
I'm getting emotional.
hold on, I will fast track.
This has been really great.
No, you can't defend your worldview. I think you're a coward, to be honest.
Oh, brutal, man. She gets up, she's crying. Oh no. Oh no, what is this? And by the way, why are we calling these people plus size? You know what, I've realized actually, The reason why this page is probably calling this woman plus size is because if you call these women overweight, or if you use the F word, you can actually get in trouble, right? Your account can get strikes if you call people the F word, meaning overweight. Your channel, your social media channel, can actually get in trouble for that. So that's probably why they're using this word. But it's crazy to me, guys, how every second woman who's incredibly overweight is out here trying to convince you that she's plus size or she's curvy. No, you're just overweight.
I will fast track.
It's been really great.
No, you can't defend your worldview. I think you're a coward, to be honest. I think it's cowardly for you to quit because you've been absolutely demolished by Andrew. Provided
liberals get angry and get called out.
I mean, this is. I mean, she said that women don't have equal rights under the Constitution.
I don't understand the point of coming on the podcast if you know what you're
Guns
getting into
blazing.
and then you're just gonna leave.
But can we look on the bright side? We can talk
She
about
took up a lot of space on that side of the table.
Now we can talk about anything.
SeaWorld isn't what it used to be. Love the little burn at the end there. Feminism has expanded into a bunch of different things that all orbit around the same singular theme.
I've seen a lot of clips from this guy right here. To be honest, he seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. I remember seeing a clip where everybody was asked to rate themselves, and he rated himself rather low, and people were like, oh man, why'd you do that? But he actually came up with some reasonable, he set his ego aside and explained exactly why he thought he wasn't the most attractive man, right? Let's jump into the next clip here.
Like that you talk too much. I don't like that you gave me two dads. It's confusing.
Flawless victory.
An oldie but a goodie. One of the great things that'll probably happen with the fall of feminism is that these poor children will finally be able to see what their matriarchs truly are, whiny children themselves, with stifled groan and irrational thoughts and expectations. As long as we continue to make a joke out of all of this and don't get soft, there's a great chance the system will correct itself, with single moms left to their own devices.
Yeah, I wouldn't really count on it, to be honest. I don't think many of these governments are very much interested in not screwing over men, because the government saves money, right? Why would they go out and help men when they can just make men pay for these people who are leeches on society instead? I really feel for the kids in these situations, man. It's so incredibly sad. The kid doesn't know which father's actually hers half the time, and I think these kids are growing up with a bit of a disadvantage. People want to pretend like having a man out of the family unit, right? No more father, it's fine. We can do it without men, we can do it without fathers. People want to pretend like this is no big deal, but it's actually a very big deal, guys. Kids that grow up without father figures in the household perform worse on a whole but pretty much all of them, health metrics for children and where they end up in life. So feel very sorry for the kid here.
The comments are, the baby ain't wrong though. Nope, kids are always honest. It's the upbringing that often erases that. Daddy issues passing down daddy issues. The saga continues. I hope not, but the stats don't lie. Practicing negativity with your kids is gonna bite you at some point. Looks like it already did. Makes for great content. So it's not just her kid that can't stand her. And now she's never gonna forget that. At least the mom will think twice before saying some like this again. That, as many are, is a nice thought, but you're giving them too much credit. The fact is that these women are brainwashed into believing they're the only thing that matters on the planet Earth. It'll take more than a kid to wash that away. Moving on.
If every man from your standard is a 10, then why would you have preferences at all?
I don't have a preference.
Then how come 15 seconds ago I just asked you this question and you said, I've turned men down before, but it's because they don't meet my preferences?
Yes, but not in terms of like how they look. Maybe in terms of personality or things like that.
How would you know their personality? What's the fastest you've ever turned a guy down?
I would say, like 2 seconds right away.
Yeah, like 2
depends on the
seconds. So you
approach.
don't know anything about his personality. You don't know anything. Wait, you know nothing about his personality in 2 seconds, so why are you turning him down?
You can know something about somebody's personality in 2 seconds. Depends on their approach. Yeah.
Guys, these women are so damn full of it. This is why you don't listen to them. Okay, you have these girls saying, oh yeah, I care about a man's personality. That's the make or break. It totally isn't, man. You ask most of these women out here, these modern day quote unquote ladies, how their dating lives have been, And they will oftentimes tell you that their ex-boyfriends are trash, okay? And, you know, their whole dating life is a complete mess. They don't care about a dude's morals. They really do not. Now, you don't have to believe me, guys. That's totally fine. But it's complete nonsense, complete and utter nonsense. You look at their dating history, and it will tell you everything that you need to know. Particularly, by the way, look at the dating history as in the men that these women choose to hook up with. Because it's always some dude who's attractive, okay? The long-term relationships and things that they cheat on, maybe he's less attractive. As long as he's got resources, these women will still end up with him a lot of the time. But they cheat on them, and they hook up with the dudes who are attractive. Don't believe this nonsense. You can if you want, but I'm going to tell you it's going to bite you in the backside.
Why are you turning? You don't know anything. Wait, you know nothing about his personality in 2 seconds, so why are you turning him down?
You can know something about somebody's personality in 2 seconds. Depends on their approach.
Yeah, this is probably the most over-the-top amount of lies I've ever heard out of a woman on this show, this consecutively. Every man on planet Earth is a 10. You have no physical preferences whatsoever, and the only reason you've ever shot a guy down is because you can tell everything that you need to know about their personality in 2 seconds. Do I have that about right?
I guess so.
God, don't you just love when they double down like that? There are seriously only 2 gears for a feminist in an argument. Whether they start crying and saying they had no idea that they had to play the victim card today, or they continue to push the argument and make it all interpretive to try and stay in the game. This guy just put her in a serious logical knot, but she doesn't even acknowledge the failure and just decides to keep on moving through it. This is exactly why feminism is failing, and why it stands no chance of facing the rising resentment that it was ever here in the first place. The top comments are, she has no idea what she's talking about. We're shocked.
What the hell is this username, by the way? Snuggyballs3? Sometimes Instagram usernames are the wildest things you've ever seen.
Agreed. You can get a vibe very quickly. Sure you can, Deb. Sure you can. You can't learn everything about someone in 2 seconds if it's your first meeting with no knowledge of them previously. Truth. Can't get to know someone until you start getting to know them by having multiple conversations. To be honest, she is right.
You do not need to know everything about a guy's personality to know that you don't want someone approaching you with a "hey, sweetie." Guys, this is such high levels of cope here, okay? This woman has physical preferences. She just didn't want to announce it on the show because she didn't want to come across as shallow. It is all perception management. That's all this stuff is, guys. People will look for the finest logical thread that they possibly can in order to make this plausible, but it isn't. Okay, this is a lie that women tell all of the damn time, and that's exactly what it is. It is a lie.
You do not need to know everything about a guy's personality to know you don't want someone approaching you with a "hey, sweetie." Major simpler, I'm sure your life must be very fulfilling. Next clip.
I found the horrifying videos of my disgraceful fiance's bachelorette party on her messenger. She got hysterical when I changed my relationship status to single and posted that the wedding was off. Last weekend she had her bachelorette party. I didn't have a problem with it, especially after what she told me was the plan. After midnight I start getting ready for bed and notice that the computer in my office isn't turned off. Rather, the black screen was just a screensaver. It turns out fiance had not logged out and her messenger was still open on the computer. There was a group chat where her and the girls had been planning everything and a lot of videos were uploaded to the chat. I was a little curious and I started watching some of the videos. Most of them were pretty innocent. Just a group of 15 girls getting drunk and stoned and dancing and whatever. Then there was a video of a woman going to the front door and about 10 guys enter the apartment. I didn't know they were and I didn't recognize anyone. There were a couple videos of the guys and girls dancing and drinking. And then the worst happened. A video started of my fiance making out with a guy on the sofa. She stops and rolls over and starts making out with a second guy. Then there was a video of her and the 2 guys going into a bedroom. There was also a video of them coming out that according to the timestamps was 5 minutes later, but that doesn't mean anything. For all I know the videos were an hour apart and they were all just uploaded at the same time. I walked into the bathroom because I thought I would be sick. I saved the videos and then made one of my own. Just a short little selfie video of me saying, "Hi, this is Jeff, your ex-fiance. I just wanted to say I saw the videos from the party and the wedding is off. I hope it was worth it." I'm glad I saved the videos because in less than 10 minutes they were all deleted and my phone started blowing up, but I didn't answer any calls or texts.
Yep, this one's rough, but in the end, man, you won, because you never put a ring on it. The comments are, the rug was from the bachelorette party. Mate's son had similar, but he posted the videos of her and all her girlfriends, many married or cohabiting, to his Facebook. Fallout was nuclear. She wasn't the only one that went straight to single.
That is absolutely hilarious. So this dude, it happened to his friend's son, and then the son decides to post it on Facebook and just essentially put all of the women on blast for doing this. and then all of the women became single. That is damn hilarious. But you know, guys, this guy did the right thing. Immediately leave. Don't deal with it anymore. Turn the phones off. Get rid of the woman entirely. And this is what I'm talking about with the cheating, by the way. Women will oftentimes, what they'll do is they will line up one guy for a relationship, and that guy's a good provider, and then they'll go out there and actually cheat with the dudes that they find attractive. It's very sad. It's a dual mating strategy, and it's incredibly disgusting.
Bro dodged an ICBM, dodged a bullet, and saved money. I'd send it to her friends, family, and employer. Damn. Nice, people. Next clip.
You knew your drawing sucked, and you still tattooed it on that person.
I did exactly what he wanted.
Like, don't you have any integrity?
He was happy with it. I'm fine.
It's not about what they're happy with. It's about what the judges are happy with.
Listen, dude, I'm done with it.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? See, why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition, bone face?
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself, you piece of poor excuse for a tattooer.
This definitely made me chuckle. We needed to end on a win. The comments are, that was badass, won a 2v1 that laughs like a villain.
I don't even understand this, man, right? Like, if you're a tattoo artist and you do tattoos and the people like it and that's what they wanted, that's what they paid for, what's the problem? Okay? I've seen many people with tattoos on their body, and I think it's incredibly stupid, but it's not my money, not really my decision. I don't give a damn. They can go out there and they can do what they want. People can go out and get face tattoos for all I care of really stupid things. As long as I don't have to talk to them, that's fine by me, you know? As long as I'm allowed to say, hey, I'll talk to this person or I won't talk to that person, I don't give a damn. I don't see what the issue here is. That comment, though, was absolutely brutal.
As soon as a female hears the truth, she can't handle it. I bet she even thinks she's a 10. Clutching a 2v1 and then laughing menacingly. Legend.
Just by the way, weren't all the women just sitting here yelling at this guy the whole time anyway? So he throws out one comment and then they lose their minds. And also, by the way, this guy is right. This woman does look like she's 50. If this is 24, I mean, I would hate to see what this woman looks like at 50, because she's going to look like she has, you know, essentially both feet in the grave, I would assume. But guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to leave your own thoughts and comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.